Hello guys, I'm the Game0810 and I promise never to do that again. Alright, hello guys, I'm the Gamer10 and I'm doing a normal intro to welcome you back to another episode of Okami. That was not well timed. In the last episode, after returning to Kamiki Village and learning that with Orochi's resurrection, so too this resurrection of sacrificing a maiden, Orochi's chosen maiden to him, gets resurrected too. We took the fight to the Moon Cave in hopes of stopping Orochi and saving Kushi before she ends up as his next meal. We also met this character here, a genie, who needs an ogre liver, lips of ice, eyeball of fire, and a black demon horn to make Orochi's appetizer, which hopefully lets us go up to see Orochi and do all that. Anyway, you want to talk to a genie there because there's this lockjaw over here that you can't do anything about until after you talk to a genie. And that leads us onward. Okay, so right here we've got there's a lot of like not reused aesthetic in the Moon Cave. Okay, here's the thing. Just like with another dungeon later on in the game, I have a love-hate relationship with the Moon Cave. Like, I don't hate it, but I'm not a huge fan of its aesthetic, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not terrible, it's just it's not my forte. Anyway, here we've got a bunch of Konohana blossoms, and I did not know that wall was there. Or maybe I did in a previous playthrough and I just never realized it. Like, I didn't realize that a crack in that wall was there. Alright, we got a giant bud in here. And we get a vengeance slip for our troubles. Nice. Alright. Like I said in the last episode, because it's a point of no return, and once you finish the Moon Cave, you can never come back. No stray beats nor sun fragments. So, definitely pick up everything you can, but you're not missing on too much if you're hurting anyway. It's being recorded right after I recorded the video I'm making for Sonic Frontiers. Specifically, it's specifically what I think of the game. But anyway, more importantly, we've got this right here. This is the only appearance of these switches in the game. These eye switches. Just like in Zelda, if you see an open eye, try to close it. And just like in Zelda, if you see something suspicious, go and investigate it. Because here we've got some red imps for our troubles. As you can see, we got a Bud Ogre. Remember, from like 2 seconds ago, Genie said he needed an ogre liver for the appetizer. Okay, do one on you, get your Demon Fang. I don't technically need to get the floral finishers for enemies in here. Like, if I feel I'm hurting on Demon Fangs, I can just farm black imps with the Epicurean Bell. And here we've got a giant mandarin. No, it's an ogre liver. Fresh liver used as an ingredient in Orochi's appetizer. So this is the meat of sorts. I think this is it supposed to be? Well, obviously it's meat, but I don't know. There are grapes apparently in that rock. This is back where we came. Actually, wait. No, there is not. Okay, so we do have to go back. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. There's this one song. I guess while we're going back. Excuse me. And how is that Starlight? Cool. Okay, there's this one song. Like, okay, I've made note of this before, but I am actually a huge fan of Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss from Vivzy Pop. Angel Dust's theme song that was made by I think it was Grooveworks or Gooseworks, one of the two. It's stuck in my head, and I hate and love it. It's just such a bop. Anyway, this power spring right here wasn't active when we first came through here, but if we use it to ride up with using water spout, I believe that part of water spout is actually called fountain. Which makes sense, I guess, but... No, actually, I think I'm confusing it with another ability later in the game. Anyway, we're now on the second level of the moon cave. Also, you see that chest? Did I just say chest? I guess it's a quick way to say treasure chest. See that chest over there? Over there? Can't do anything about that just yet. We gotta progress a little bit further in the moon cave before we can go and get that chest. Trust me, I've tried it before on previous playthroughs of Okami. It doesn't work. I swear, also some of the architecture here, it kind of reminds me of, it reminds me of, what am I trying to say? I believe also if you cross this bridge, can't move on, but it feels like we're missing something. I swear I'll go on a diet of holy bones from here on out! Okay. That's supposed to happen. I was gonna say, okay, let's take care of this demon gate before I continue. Alright, we got a black imp and a red imp. I was gonna say, like, some of the architecture and, like, the layout of the moon cave, it kind of reminds me of, like, the first Kung Fu Theater level from Gex Enter the Gecko. I don't know, did you grow up with that game series? I want another game of that series, or just for it to get the Crash Bandicoot treatment. But no, just the Moon Cave kind of reminds me of like that first level in Kung Fu Theater at like the center of the media dimension. You know what I'm talking about? I can't really get a recording because for some reason my capture card craps out when it tries to do PS1 games, but if you saw it, you'd probably know. It just kind of reminds me of that. Okay, so as you can see, we've got... how familiar. Draw the water into this bamboo thing. I know that this thing has a name in Japan. I don't know what it is, though. Do that, and as you can see, drain some water from a higher level. Never went over and talked to that elevator imp over there. He says, I think he says, you know, oh, I take my job as an elevator guy very seriously. What does this say? Give the signal using the bamboo fountain. Alright, it kind of reminds me of those monitors in Sonic Adventure. Don't you go opening the valve without the signal! I'm warning you, Lord Orochi doesn't suffer fools lightly. Don't you realize we're just cogs in the machine? Be a good little cog and stick to what you're supposed to do. I don't know why, that's actually kind of funny. Like that imp's dialogue, I don't know why, that has no reason that has no right being that funny, but it is for me. Alright, imp, okay. Got another black imp, more demon fangs for me to farm. I might actually off-screen, before we complete the moon cave, I might actually farm black imps using the Epicurean though. Because we do need demon fangs for something later on in the game. We do actually need to trade it. We do actually need to trade these in for, No, we do not. I'm lying. But what do you say? Feel that too? It's wind blowing up from below. Strange. I know what that eye switch does, but real quick, I want to go talk to that elevator imp. Yes, that's an elevator in the center. That elevator is sort of the main... It's sort of the main mechanic of the moon cave. Also, real quick, see this Konohana Blossom? Only one of its kind in this entire game. You can use Vine on it if you want. Here's what it does. Jump in, ride around for a bit, jump out, and that's how you get up to higher places in the moon cave. It's basically your shortcut. No, again, can't get over to that treasure chest no matter how badly I want it. What you want to do is when you hit this blue Konohana Blossom, If you release towards the top of its bounce, it won't bounce you very high. But if you release it at the bottom, you go friggin' flying. So, yeah, that's how you get back up there. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. I'm gonna talk to this guy. Now the water below has receded. I'm surprised to see how deep the shaft is. I feel all weak in the knees. Double meanings. The elevator will go crashing down to the bottom if I don't keep a firm grip on this crank here. So you better not disturb me. Got it? What you want to do is... I believe if you bloom him, nothing happens. Never mind. You use Power Slash. I like how he starts speaking like, oh my god! But no. That's how you get this guy to move up and down. He moves up automatically. You use Power Slash to startle him so he loses his grip, and it goes down the elevator. Hit this thing. And actually, I lied. There is a later dungeon in the game that makes these ice switches again. That water down below, it's death water. Well, it's poison water, but just don't go jumping in for a swim, because you're gonna have a bad time. I still need to play through Undertale. Anyway, going through here. Do you say anything different now that the thing's open? Whee! What a thrilling ride! I'm hooked on this job now. Yeah? Well, I'm hooked on a feeling. But unfortunately, he doesn't go all the way down to the bottom, so you do have to repeatedly Power Slash him in order to get him to do his thing so he can go down. Rather to not do his thing. I think you don't need to use the elevator to reach this area. It's just a lot more helpful if you do, because it's a lot more ground to stand on, and is also the only ground to stand on apart from this. You have fire, sir. I'm standing in fire. That's friggin' awesome. Hee. I guard the door here. Boy, I just love this job. It makes life worth living. Are you even alive, Nah. I recently added a special mechanism to the door. Now it's really hard to open. The sight of people trying with all their might to open the door makes me laugh my head off. Hee. Yeah, well, I'm gonna put out your fire. Nobody gets fire but me. He was pushing away from the fire. Never mind, flame of wind. So what he's talking about, you have those 4 eye switches that are looking at you, and that's kind of funny how they adjust their sandals like that. Was there a demon scroll there? I don't think there was a demon scroll there. Some's rotten in Denmark. What isn't rotten in Denmark is the fact that we can actually take care of blue imps now. Alright, and I think... Yep, your floral finisher is Gale Storm. You're the only imp whose floral finisher is not Power Slash. Okay, seriously, was there a demon scroll there? I don't remember there being a demon scroll there. Might as well explore this area. Ooh, what's in this chest? A holy bone S. Well, that was incredibly underwhelming. Okay. It doesn't look like there's anything else through here. So, what this imp was talking about, if we Power Slash, let's say we want to Power Slash 2 of these eyes, no dice. What you want to do here is Power Slash all 4. Well, that was embarrassing. Okay, what I said was Power Slash all 4. There we go. That opens our way forward. That's kind of weird how I said that. I was like, way forward. It's like a... I don't want to say this. It's like I'm an Irishman trying to say fart or something. I don't know. Let's just examine this. Ooh, what's with this ice statue? No wonder it's so chilly in here. Mommy, there's no ordinary chill. It's kind of a creepy feeling. But there are monsters nearby. Better be careful. When you know it, we have a new enemy. This is an ice lips. Or should I say these are ice lips? I don't know. What I do know is these guys are kind of annoying enemies. They They will whirl around like that when the fight starts. They have that icy aura around them. You cannot do anything while that aura is up. Muda muda. However, once that aura is down, you can attack them. When their color is enabled like this, well, for example, right now, but when their color is enabled, you cannot use... I did not use Power Slash on you. I finished you off with Infinity Judge. Oh yeah, these guys have really strict time limits too, just like Chimera's. They have a few more attacks that we haven't seen, but their floral finisher is something we don't quite have yet. As you can see, that looks freaking awesome, yo. I cannot get over the ooh on Amaterasu's face. That's the best worst idea I've ever had. This Phoenix is only a statue, right? I mean, it looks like it might take off at any moment. What is taking off is our number of brush techniques. Because somehow, this deep underground, we can see a constellation. I like to imagine it's actually the glint of the little dust particles on the calcium in this cavern. Anyway, can I get it perfect this time? It looks like I might. Oh, that one on the bottom is screwy. Oh well. You're having a lot of different brush gods that were pretty silly. You have a brush god that's just plain awesome. He throws his pipe into the air and just catches it on the way down. That is awesome. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Sealed away by the dark forces, I've spent years in this cave. But the moon cave just... Wait. The moon cave just reappeared. What? Okay. Time passed, but... Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Time passed, but I was unable to make my way to freedom. Now, your power has lifted the curse that plagued me. I, Moegon, God of Flames, lend you my fiery power. Burn a new source of light into the obscuring darkness. Wow, never expected to find a brush god here. You got a powerful ally just when we needed it. Just when I need it. Okami is the most fearsome of all the brush gods. What about me? What about me? You've seen me kill evil multiple... whatever. This technique known as Inferno... It's technique... What the... Isun, dude. It reduces almost anything to ashes. Who should be our first victim? I know, fire is freaking awesome. I know, that ice over there. Listen up, Ami. Inferno is based on the power of fire. You gotta place your brush on a source of fire and draw a line. Power fire will surge into the line, creating an inferno. Actions speak louder than words, so try it out on that ice. Place your brush on that flaming statue and draw a line to the ice. Just like with water spout, draw a line from a flame source over to something you want to burn. You did it, you big furball! That's one hot technique. Really? I'll probably only singe a few scales off that Orochi. We'll make crispy critters out of the snake's underlings. I could have sworn you could check this. Oh well. So now we have Inferno. If you remember, there were those Phoenix statues over by the city checkpoint. Now we can actually do something about them. What are you doing here? It has been so long since anyone stopped by. I was worried the crank was going to rust from lack of use. Well, let's crank this thing on up. No! Okay. Luckily, I thought that would activate a cutscene. I was like, oh, I gotta go back. But no, we're good. Thank God. I was about to lose my friggin' mind. Right, he does not come back down, unfortunately. Not unless you leave the area and come back, which luckily is easy. To do. It's also easy is how much we can use our techniques now that we have that Infinity Stone. I don't know why I'm destroying these urns. I just feel like doing it. Wow, destroying that one urn was really worth it. Luckily, he does come back down. go into this door, let it close all the way, come back out, good as new. Alright. Back for another ride? Well, let's crank this thing on up. Whee! But I'm not playing this on the Wii, I'm playing this on the Switch. Which, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I actually have a physical version of Okami for the Switch, which is, well, what I'm using right now. As far as I know, the physical version of Okami for the Switch has never been released in the United States, so I own a Japanese copy of the game. Thank God for the game adopting the Switch's native, well, not the Switch's native, but just the Switch's, the user's language. Otherwise, this would be a very difficult Let's Play. Take care of that. You notice there's these 3 hunks of ice that lead right back to the kitchen. Very, very convenient. It's also convenient is this demon gate here that has some ice lips. Alright, take care of you guys. As you can imagine, Inferno is the floral finisher for ice lips. I'm not going to be able to do these in one volley. That's alright. I believe they have 2 demon fangs per hit. Yep. I love how they explode into money when you burn them. It's so cool. Wish I could explode into money if I got burned. Please don't take that out of context. Well, then again, I don't know how you could take it in context. But anyway, lips of ice. Chewy lips used as an ingredient in Orochi's appetizer. Ugh. I don't know if I want to eat something that, like an appetizer that's that chewy. Usually when something's chewy, I expect, well, it is meat, technically. We can, I believe we can deliver these to a genie now. If not, he expects everything before you check what this chef says. Actually, I already knew that the chef fell into the pot. But that's okay. I'm sure it would have only enhanced the flavor. Look. We were counting you to find seasonings, location of marking map, to help you locate them. Cool, that did nothing. Okay. And it is actually kind of helpful if you to get a feel for where okay, yeah, the whole place is pretty tall. It's 7 floors, counting the basements. Anyway, if you notice, over here, there's now a clover. Every time you get a new ingredient for Orochi's appetizer, one of these will cool. One of the, excuse me, that's the only thing. This Konohana Blossom is kind of difficult to escape from. One of these little dirt plots will have something new in them. I believe one of them is going to have a chest with a vengeance 30 praise. I believe one of them is going to have a chest with a vengeance slip, and the last one's going to be, I might as well upgrade my health while we're at it. And the last one's going to be a hunk of ice that also has a chest in it, but I don't actually know what that chest is. Still can't do anything about this ice because we don't have any source of fire to use, at least I don't think. Nope. Nah, can't use any fire. Alright. I think yeah, this might be a good place to end off. So, after freeing Moegami and getting the next brush technique and getting 2 of the ingredients for Orochi's appetizer, we're going to be calling it quits here for this episode, alright? So, next time on Let's Play Okami, we're going to be trekking through the rest of the Moon Cave and hopefully finding the other 2 of the ingredients that we need for Orochi's appetizer, alright? See you guys in the next episode.